let's see if we good. Are we good? Y'all tell me, is the audio still deplorable? Is the audio still horrible? You tell me. Let me see if I could hear it over here. You tell me. Audio is perfect. Audio is perfect. I got it. Audio is right. Ha ha! And all these fancy little doodads. I got four of these. All these little gadgets, and all you needed was some $19 damn iPhone earbuds, I guess. Everybody tap, 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 tap. Tap it up, tap it up, tap it up, tap it up. Tap in, my friends. Let's have a discussion. We want to talk about Big Tigger. We want to talk about Marcellus Wiley. Hey, what up, Yogi Fish? What y'all want to talk about? Let's talk about it, right? Let's talk about it. I got a little time on my hands. Let's talk about it. I want to send love and shout outs to everybody. Okay? I want to shout everybody out. Okay? Now, you already know what it is. I'm starting my little goal on YouTube. My goal on YouTube, you guys hit the little super chat, drop a little piece of change in there. On the Cash App. The Cash App is the little dollar sign at the bottom of the channel. Dollar sign at the bottom of the channel. And or you can send it directly to my Cash App. My Cash App is dollar sign ZOWHAT netter. Dollar sign ZOWHAT netter. I encourage everybody to support the channel. As is commonplace, you already know I like to promote black-owned businesses. The black-owned business that I'm about to promote is myself in the beginning. If you haven't gotten the book, you should get the book. Pre-order your copy right now. As you know, writing a book is not an easy task. It is a Herculean task. And definitely coming to the end of the edit. I'm about to turn it over to my peoples, and we're gonna, start formatting it, see what the aesthetics of it is gonna look like. I'm really excited about the content. Uh, yes, it's heavy. Yes, it's dense. It is not a walk in the park. But don't let that daunt you. Don't let that scare you. It's not heavy in the sense that it's all these big words and all this extra. It's not heavy like that. It's heavy in the sense of its focus. So, like I said, don't let that scare you. Don't let that push you away. To be honest, it's about time we got something real. The more advanced technology becomes, the more illusory we become. Like, I don't even want to get into that, but go to my website, MrZOWHAT.com. Please, I'm encouraging people to support. It would be highly beneficial to your brother if we got 35 copies sold today. Pre-order a copy of my book. Go to MrZOWHAT.com or thewayoftheinterceptingasshole.com. MrZOWHAT.com or thewayoftheinterceptingasshole.com. I want to shout out every single person that super chats, cash apps, or pre-orders a copy of the book. All right. Also, what else? Total Package Energy. Man, Big D03, you got to get the book. You got to. Yeah. TotalPackageEnergy.com. I'm still working very closely with those brothers over there. TotalPackageEnergy.com. TotalPackageEnergy.com. Tell them Zoe Williams sent you. Also, the Lazarus pill should be arriving at some point. I got boxes coming of the Lazarus pill. If you want some, you already know what it is. You already know what it does. Lazarus. All right. What else? What else? What else? What else? My book. Don't forget, pre-order a copy of my book. Now that that's done, everybody hit the like button. 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 Like it, share it, do the whole nine. Let's get right to it because I don't have a lot of time. Oh, come on, Ash. We appreciate it. Thank you for the first super chat. Everybody gets shouted out. Ashley, Ash, Selena Smith. Happy Friday, y'all. Everybody hit that like button. All right. Big Tigger. Y'all want to get to it? Big Tigger. Oh, God. Let's get to it then. Big Tigger's wife arrested in Georgia on Maryland kidnapping related warrants. The wife of Atlanta radio personality Big Tigger was arrested in Hart County after authorities say she was wanted on kidnapping related warrants connected to the disappearance of a child reported missing in Maryland 7 years ago. The baby was missing for 7 years before she got arrested. According to the Hart County Sheriff's Office, deputies received a be on the lookout alert around 8:46 p.m. Monday for a vehicle traveling north on Interstate 85. Authorities said the driver was believed to be wanted on outstanding kidnapping related warrants from Maryland. Deputies located the vehicle near exit 177 on I-85 and, with assistance from the Georgia State Patrol, conducted a felony traffic stop, according to the sheriff's office. The driver, identified as 37-year-old Alicia Denise Brown of Atlanta, was taken into custody without incident. 2 young children were found inside the vehicle and were safely recovered, officials said. The children were not injured. The Hart County Sheriff's Office said Brown was wanted by the Baltimore County Police Department on warrants connected to the disappearance of a 10-year-old child reported missing in 2019. And yet she can marry a radio personality from Atlanta, television personality, with a baby that was missing for almost 10 years. How did she get access to Tigger? Then we all saw the footage of her holding his phone, screaming Bloody Mary, bloody murder, while the man was trying to retrieve his phone without violence. So, you've heard the old saying, you can't make a hoe into a housewife. I'm not saying the woman is a hoe. I'm not being disrespectful. But can you make a criminal into a housewife? See, because when the shoe is on the other foot, black men, have your shit together. Get your shit together, right? Black man, you don't deserve to be acknowledged. You do not deserve to be seen. You're not even a human being unless you can pay your mortgage. But as a woman, seems like there's a contradiction here. You can be basically a criminal and still have access to celebrity relationships and whatever they bring to the table. Whatever that kind of relationship brings to the table. You can still have access to that. Am I wrong for pointing this out? Is this a reach? Am I reaching? Is this a stretch? Is my logic off? I don't have perfect logic. That's why I love to engage in discussion. Can we talk about it? Can we? Listen, if you hit the like button, people will come. If you hit the like button, people will come. Please hit the like button. Yeah? What in the world have I done? If you hit the like button, people will come. All right. What have I done? Let's turn this down a little bit. There we go. So, how many of you guys saw the video where she was wrestling or she was trying to get the phone? What is there a clinical diagnosis for that? Cardinal Compass Inc. Thank you for your super chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please continue to support the channel. Anybody saw it? I saw it as a shameful display of childishness. But why childishness? It could have been some type of childhood trauma, some type of hurt, something. Listen, that level of manipulation is that's a cold piece of work. My question is, and I always ask, like, how did they meet? And I'm always interested to understand what wounds in him, unaddressed wounds in him, attracted the unaddressed wounds in her. Because I mean, this has been going on for quite some time. It doesn't seem like this is something that happened overnight. Let's just ask, how long have they been married? Let's ask. How long has Big Tigger and his wife been married? Let's see. Big Tigger, whose real name is Darian Morgan, and his wife Alicia Brown have been married for less than a year. Woo, moved kind of quick. The two are involved in a legal drama. Alicia claimed Big Tigger assaulted her in May of 2026, which he denies. Big Tigger was arrested on battery charges and a video. Well, I think those charges were thrown out. Am I correct? So, what wounds in him, and this is kind of in alignment with what I'm going for, what wounds in him and her attracted them to each other? How did this happen? And are you paying attention to the wounds in yourself that may or may not, you know, I say may not, but I know that, you attract what you are. Somebody said hit the reset button, Tigger. But I don't know if he could reset unless he does something different internally. Oftentimes, black men do not get the benefit of the doubt of looking like a human being in these cases. But it appears that Big Tigger will be fully exonerated, seeing that his wife, seeing that his wife is arrested for kidnapping, as well as, no, I think the case between them two got thrown out as well. So seems like Tigger is fully exonerated from that. Let's move on to another brother in the news. Yeesh. This is going to be different, though. I don't know about this one. I hear a lot of people talking about it. I hear a lot of people talking about it, and I just feel bad. Let me ask. I think this is a real question. You guys tell me. Everybody hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. 63 people, only 44 likes. More likes, more likes, more likes, more likes. More likes, more likes, more likes, more likes. Can I get more likes? More likes, more likes, more likes, more likes. Social media has turned everybody into damn, like, this narcissism thing is like a full blown thing now. Because whenever you are in some form of entertainment, I think entertainment itself like wakes up the narcissist, right? Because once you get that level of validation and adulation and admiration, uh, yeah, like it seems like, man, something just goes haywire. Let's see. Ex NFL star Marcellus Wiley hit with $500,000 bank judgment as domestic violence case looms. Marcellus Wiley faced another legal setback after a judge ordered him to repay more than $500,000 to a bank over an unpaid loan. The ruling arrived just days after the former NFL star was arrested and became embroiled in a highly publicized divorce and domestic violence case involving his wife. Now, here's the side: former Real Housewives of Beverly Hills cast member Anne Marie Wiley. The judgment stemmed from a lawsuit that Preferred Bank claimed the former football player borrowed $500,000 in May of 2023, agreed to repay it within 1 year, and allegedly failed to do so. A judge ordered Marcellus Wiley to repay Preferred Bank more than $500,000 in a lawsuit filed amid his recent arrest. Now, here's the thing. When it rains, it pours, right? They're gonna everything is coming for you all at the same time. I'm pointing out the fact that his wife has a little bit of celebrity, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Celebrity is a hell of a drug. I think a celebrity is more addicting or addictive than you know, cocaine or heroin or something like that. And goes back to my point about like this narcissistic society, this global society. This is what turns the wheel. In my opinion, this should be a private matter. Marcellus Wiley and his wife, Anna Marie. This should be a private matter. Domestic violence is not something anybody wants to promote and look at as a good thing. But if you look at the research, it's pretty pervasive. That's why one of the terms for it is common couple violence. This doesn't exonerate Marcellus Wiley from his alleged actions, but at the same time, we have to remain objective too. We don't know what she did. And then a lot of times people say, well, why would you blame the victim? Because there are people who are masters of playing the victim. So this is not a blame shift. This is more of a reserve your judgment of anybody in this situation until all of the facts are actually substantiated. Oftentimes, we will hear a little snippet of something and then choose a side. I don't know whose side this on, but I think Marcellus and his wife, this should have been handled. But because they're celebrities and because, NFL and, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, this becomes fuel for the system for the trauma cycle that everybody is so highly addicted to. I want to stop for 1 second and tell everybody thank you, thank you, thank you for the likes. The likes are coming up. Only 6 people, 5 people haven't liked. I want to say everybody that actually located that like button, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. We got 2 super chats. Our goal is to get 30. 30 super chats. Can we get 30 super chats? We're 28 away. And we're only asking for $5, or you can send it directly to my Cash App. I would love for you guys to support the channel. I'm still here, consistent, even though the studio I used to be in is gone. But that's okay. I'm still here and I'm consistent. Show your love, support, 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 support. But do you understand the angle that I'm coming from? Like, I could take this and say, I can go like the bitter, she's a manipulator, da, 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 da. Or, he did it. Black men are the most toxic men, right? I could go with that, like that kind of silly commentary, right? But I'm not. Look up something called a conflict tactics survey, CTS. Outdated, of course, but a lot of people used it or use it to measure domestic violence and its impact. Conflict tactics survey. And when I say get a contextual understanding, which means get both sides of the story, and this is why what did she do versus what he did matters, right? Conflict tactics survey makes it clear moderate violence is dominated by women. Right? But it doesn't account for impact. When men get angry with women and get violent with women, men can hurt women. Men can break women, right? Impact of the violence skews way towards men. But and frequency and what they call mid-level violence, women dominate that, which is throwing things, spitting, kicking, pushing, shoving. Women dominate that, right? But we don't know the full story. So I would refrain from choosing a side and wait till it all comes out. This case is a little bit different than the Big Tigger case. The Big Tigger case, we're seeing online the histrionics and the dramatics of what's going on. It's almost like, you know, Tigger's wife is trying to bait him into something. And this apparently happened behind closed doors. There's no video footage like in the Tigger case. So I would say refrain from judgment. I learned as a child that every ass whooping doesn't just fall from the sky. What does that mean? Does that, I don't understand. What does that mean? What are you implying with that statement? Like, if you say every asshole, not every ass whooping doesn't just fall from the sky, what are you saying? Like, what does that mean? Are you saying some people deserve to get their ass kicked? And if you're saying that, are you saying that in context of domestic violence? Like, that's a slippery slope, right? Because what you don't want to do is slide down the slope of justifying. That means that mean is always cause and effect. No. So you're saying the effect is maybe she did something, so the cause was him getting violent and what? Because this is all speculation. I'm staying on point, just jumped in here. What up, what up, what up, what up? I learned as a child that every ass whooping doesn't fall from the sky. That means it's always a cause and effect. What are you saying? Because what you don't want to say is he's justified for domestic violence, for being. Is that what you're saying? I'm trying to understand, brother. Please make it clear to me what you're saying. You don't want to jump in. It's fine. It's fine. Right. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get him to say more, and he don't want to jump in, but he want to say cause and effect and all this and that. Like, yeah, I don't know if you want to do that, brother. I don't know if you want to do that. So let's get back to it. Why? Let me ask this question. If you lose your cool and you harm your significant other and they call the police on you, did you choose the wrong partner? She pushed his button and crossed lines. Okay. Did you guys hear the question I just asked? Jay Jimerson. Peace, peace, peace. What up? Did you guys hear the question I just asked? Is anybody listen? Y'all know how I get down. This is interactive. I'm asking questions. Let's talk to one another. Let's discuss. She knows how to work the system. My texting is slow. I'm at work. But you're only one person out of 68 people in here. Let's talk. Ready same day? Is that what that is? Ready same day? Yes, the book is going well. It's almost to its completion point. There's 14 chapters. I am currently in chapter 11. And yes, the book is going well. You guys are going to be, I love it. You guys are going to be surprised the way that I got this thing done. I talked to the folk in the reading room. Everybody loved the reading room. So they understand what the book is. And a lot of people, everybody is looking forward to getting their copy, and I'm looking forward to getting it to them. But have you pre ordered yours? We're pushing to get pre orders. No, you chose the wrong action. It's not on Amazon. You have to pre order from my website. You have to pre order from my website. My website is MrZowHat.com. MrZowHat.com. Or you can go to the way of the intercepting asshole.com. Fadeaway 153. I pre-ordered mine. The reading room itself was helpful. Oh yeah, because people don't understand. Listen, I'm on some whole new shit. I want to change everything about all that is happening in the world. And I know it starts with relationship, how we relate to each other. So I'm trying to come from such a left field position. I'm every time I listen to clinicians and psychologists and religious folk and relationship people, I be like, y'all all saying the same thing. You just saying your little version of it. And I'm trying to tear all that shit down because it's a scaffolding that has white supremacist roots, racist roots, socioeconomic disparity. Like it's got a lot of roots in it, and everybody leans on it like it is the foundational style of thinking. And people forget, like, This is Western thought. And Western thought is diametrically opposed to spiritual thinking. Spiritual thinking is not linear. Spiritual thinking is not in a straight line, right? So, in order to create a realm of certainty, which makes sense for that mindset, right? That individualistic mindset, certainty lends itself to control. Everybody wants to be in control. Everybody wants to be able to control their own destiny and what I want to do, which is singularity, right? So, a singular mindset, right? So, when you look at the European countries, they're all individualistic countries. When you look at African, Asian, and all indigenous countries, they're all collectivists. The Europeans are looking for the one. They're looking for Neo. The African, Asian, and indigenous folk are saying, we are Neo. The European countries are looking for the Messiah. The African, Asian, and indigenous cultures are saying, we are the Messiah. If you look at it from that frame, it makes what J. Edgar Hoover was doing look kind of crazy. You could see the insecurity in it. Oh, COINTELPRO, we're looking for the Black Messiah, not knowing that hip hop was the Messiah, not knowing that R&B was the Messiah, not knowing that rock and roll was the Messiah, and the people who created it, they were the Messiah collectively. Now it's about getting people back to that understanding. This book is designed to break up all that he patterned in your thought process. Oh, I'm insecure, right? Oh, I'm anxious, preoccupied. Dominique was on that this morning. On what? Explain to me. Everybody hit the like button, hit the like button. Let's keep going, let's keep going. Please go to my website, MrZOWHAT.com. MrZOWHAT.com. So I'm looking at these two cases, right? The Marcellus Wiley case, and I'm saying, hey, I'm urging us to be cautious and non-judgmental in our observation of what the news is portraying. I'm also saying the same thing about the Big Tigger thing, even though the Big Tigger situation is a little bit clearer to see. I wouldn't say 100% I know anything about who Big Tigger is as a person. I wouldn't say I have direct contact with people who know him. So I don't know, the content of the brother's character. But from the optics of it, his story looks like he's dealing with somebody wild, right? Somebody that's trying to take advantage of him. I asked the question earlier before I went into this diatribe about the book and the importance of my book and what it's for. I asked a simple question. I said, you're in a relationship with somebody, you guys get into it, it gets physical, and they call the police. And because they call the police, do you think you chose wrong? And I'm asking these questions because, you know, betrayal can be framed, right, as a lot of things. Did your partner betray you if they went to the police because you got violent? Jury of public opinion. Yes, you chose wrong. Yep, I quit right there. I'm listening. And who's saying yes, you chose wrong? I see Nasheed Waters. Are you a male or a female? A man or a woman? I see Chief Colas 8226. Yep, I quit right there. I see I'm staying on point. I know I'm staying on point is a woman. Nasheed is a man. Already we have our binary. A man is Quitting, a woman is saying no. You're not wrong for calling the police. So I'll put the shoe on the other foot. Say Big Tigger's wife, and this is totally hypothetical, say Big Tigger's wife got physical and violent with him and he called the police. Is he right for calling the police? Or is that grounds for breaking up? Because that's a betrayal. I would have to say depends on how violent. Damn it, call the popo. I'm just saying, oftentimes men may not call the police on their women if they get violent. Men are doing more so. They're calling now, right? But I'm from a generation where men wouldn't call the police on their woman if they got violent. I've seen men get hit in the head with lampshades. I've seen men get hit in the head with irons. From my generation, men didn't call the police on their women. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on that? Share your opinion. Tapped in, crazy town. I've never seen a man call the police yet. Somebody said we take a licking and keep on ticking. But I'm not saying that that's a good thing that men don't call the police. Well, let me ask this question. Why don't men call the police? My father was set on fire and he didn't call the cops. What? Damn! Why didn't he call the police? If there was any grounds for calling the police, that was it. You got set on fire? So we don't trust him. I'd rather get my woman burnt me. Well, let me ask another way. Is there a chance that if the man calls the police, that the police may come arrest him and maybe he gets beat, maybe he gets shot and killed because he called the police for him to help him? Hey, my woman is attacking me. I called y'all to come get her because she tripping, but then he winds up getting caught up. Is there a high probability of that happening? What I'm saying, what if he's calling for protection and her protection? Tapped in, everybody going to jail. I'm trying to check my email to see if we have, well, we got one Cash App. Thank you, Deontay. Thank you. We got a Cash App. But I'm trying to see if we got any book orders. Who's ordering Zoe's book? We need those orders, by the way. Don't get it twisted. We need those orders. The more orders, the faster we can produce the book. You guys pre-ordering the book is actually funding the book. So that's always been my formula. You guys have bought your copies, and that's what allowed me to get them printed up. So the more people that buy, boom, we're going to print them up faster. So please go to my website, MrZoWhat.com, and order your book. Something is wrong if it ever escalates to physical violence from either side. When you say wrong, what do you mean wrong? Like, explain. Like, are you saying psychologically wrong, internally wrong? Like, let's talk about it. Mentally, emotionally, let's talk about it. Great job on the likes, everybody. Great job on the likes. Please, please, please continue to support the channel. Hit the super chat down at the bottom of that little dollar sign. Let's talk about it. But most men don't call the police when they fight other men, so calling them on your woman would feel demasculating, or emasculating is the word. So calling the police on your woman is weak. It's a sign of weakness. This is interesting. This is interesting. Who trusts the police to even call them? So we know then why men feel a certain type of way when their woman calls the police on them, right? I think it's proper to nip things in the bud at first occurrence. Out of your will cycle? I don't know what that means. Laying hands on someone doesn't make them an advocate of your point of view. Boom. Great. Crisp sugar. Dr. Robert Glover said, "No more Mr. Nice Guy." Nothing weak about needing help or to secure your safety. But this is why this open dialogue, I believe, is important. And the reason why this open dialogue is important is because I don't think we have it enough, especially intersectionally, meaning men and women sitting together from different backgrounds, from different cultures, talking about this violence, right? Because we're seeing it just pop up in the news. And oftentimes what happens is we'll go in the direction of the drama. The drama of it is what drew us to it. And I don't think we are looking at it through a psychological lens, because just because a white man named it psychology in the 1800s or whatever doesn't mean that they are the owners of it. It's a way of looking at things. So when I say psychologically speaking, like, what inside each of those people drew them to each other, right? And then what inside us is so interested in the drama that they're going through. The human culture is the same for love. I don't know what you mean. Violence, it seems to be outside threats and inside threats. Hmm. Hey, is the audio good? Let me make sure. Is the audio right? Excellent. All right. Inside self, outside self. All right. Ash asked for a preview. And I don't like giving up previews, but I will. I will. So there's 14 chapters. Let's see. Name a chapter in this book you would like to hear an excerpt from. There's 14. And I'm not saying name it as in you know the name of the title. I'm saying name the number. The audio is good is because I'm rocking this little thing right here. Chapter 7 is an interesting. Chapter 6 is an interesting chapter. Damn. Hey, whichever one has the most votes here. 2 for 7. One. Ooh. 9. 9 is a. Ooh. Oh, 7 is wildin'. It's a runaway with chapter 7. 14. 1 for 14, but chapter 7 is recurring. I'm interested to know why chapter 7. Why were you guys vibrating on chapter 7? Chapter 3 is a banger. But I'm still interested to know why everybody, give me your idea on chapter 7. I'm going to chapter 7 right now. Somebody says halfway through. It's in the middle. They chose the mean. Could it be colonial condition that has us attracted? Sure. Today is my brother's birthday. I have to text him as soon as I get off. Not only is it my brother's birthday, it is my uncle's birthday as well. So I'm going to reach out to my peoples. Let me get this right. Y'all went for chapter 7 because it's in the middle. I thought it had some mystical meaning. Chapter 7 is the winner. I will read some of chapter 7 to you. But boy, nobody said chapter 5. Low aim as attachment collapse. That was the name of that chapter, which is an absolute monster. Somebody said chapter 6, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody said chapter 6. Man, thank you for showing them, Zoe. Haven't been able to catch you lately. Just wanted to pay my respects. I've always appreciated the lessons and wisdom. Hope all is well with you. Thank you, brother. And listen, man, if you get a chance, when you get a chance, please purchase a copy of my new book. Pre-orders right now. All right, Sailor Moon, go there. MrZOWHAT.com. Pre-order a copy of my book if you haven't done it already. Listen, we got nearly 80 people in here and no pre-orders. Can we get at least 8? A percentage? 8 people purchase a copy of the book? All right, let's see. I'm about to give you a preview of it too. Let me see where we at. This is a pretty long book. It's going to sit in your hands. Y'all going to be like, God damn. Be happy, never settled. Chapter 6. Chapter 7. Chapter 6 is. All right, here we go. Coming up, final orientation. So every chapter has a closing question. It has a final orientation. I'm not even gonna. All right, chapter 7. Oh, chapter 7. One kick, one nervous system. I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. Bruce Lee. Execution reveals hierarchy more honestly than self-description ever can. Under pressure, your body ignores ideals, intentions, philosophy, or any refined language before people accumulate. Are y'all ready? Are y'all with me? Y'all listening? Y'all got to talk to me. Is it happening? I need feedback. I need feedback, okay? Listen, execution. Listen. Let me read the quote again. This is chapter 7. One kick, one nervous system. This is from Bruce Lee. Every chapter starts with a Bruce Lee quote, right? I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. Bruce Lee. Okay? Execution reveals hierarchy more honestly than self-description ever can. What does that mean? Under pressure, the body ignores ideas, intentions, philosophy, or any refined language people accumulate to sound as though they have transcended the very structures they still obey. You got all the words, you sound deep. Therapy speak. You sound like you understand what you're doing. But the reality is that's just armor so you get to stay the same, but sound like you've arrived. You haven't changed internally. Do you understand? You practice 10,000 kicks one time. You read a scripture, you read a verse, you read a concept, you hear somebody say something deep, you take a piece. So then you can pull it all together like you're in that Limitless scene, right? The movie Limitless, when he takes the pill for the first time and then his mind is grabbing bits and pieces and fragments of everything that's related to that little corner of the book he saw in her bag in order to impress her. Next thing you know, he's helping her write her paper and he's having sex with her. Many of us take bits and pieces of everything from everywhere to sound deep so we're not exposed that to others that we're really shallow. Under pressure, listen to what I'm saying here. This chapter 7. Under pressure, the body ignores ideals, intentions, philosophy, or any refined language people accumulate to sound as though they have transcended the very structures they still obey. Under pressure, you reveal what has been absorbed into your body. The gap between what you say you value and what your nervous system actually delivers when activation arrives is where most relational failure lives. See, I could talk the talk, but your nervous system is the one that got on the track shoes that walks the walk. Everybody presents as complete. Nobody is complete. Everybody presents as true. Everybody's false in some degree, in some way. And what is the gap that fools us into thinking that they're not false? Language. Language. If I'm articulate, oh, he's well put together. She's well put together. She know her stuff. But is she her stuff? Is she her Most people understand connection well enough to talk about it, analyze it, quote it, diagnose its absence, mourn its failure, and recognize its value in others. Very few have installed it deeply enough for it to survive activation without collapsing into whatever the nervous system rehearsed before consciousness learned better words. Their best language still loses to their oldest kata. The moment pressure rises fast enough to expose the gap. What is a kata? In martial arts, a kata is a form. It's a style. Kata from the Japanese, this is how you get karate. It is a kata. It is a form. What I'm saying is you got articulation, but you don't know healing happens at the somatic level, at the body level. Articulation is in the mind. Let me pull all the words together so I could sound deep, so it could look like I healed from Rodney, from Charles, from Becky, from Kanisha. Let me pull the words together, and then let me go out into the world and build my life in such a way so it looks like I'm winning. But internally, I'm fractured. I'm still broken. I'm still resentful. Do you see? Social media has given us the articulation, but it hasn't taught us how to install healing. How do you install healing? I'm not going to give away too much. You guys want me to keep reading some of this? Few have installed it deeply enough for it to survive activation. What is activation? What is activation? Triggered. That's activated. You trigger the form. You trigger the kata. Boom, boom. It reacts on its own because it's been practiced and conditioned into you for so long that you don't even, it doesn't think, it just moves when it's time to move. This is called reaction over response. The shadow's intelligence can be retrieved through, I don't want to give it. I don't want to give up too much of it. I don't want to give up too much of it. That's coming directly from the manuscript. I wish I could show you guys. Like I have a whole big monitor right here. I got my iPad. I got the phone. Does it sound like it's... Y'all pick chapter 7. Your internal kata pattern does not wait for your conscious permission. Under pressure, it reveals what was installed before the current relationship existed, conditioned not randomly by design through systems that trained entire generations toward suppression, compliance, and hypervigilance as survival requirements. The black codes, Jim Crow, the deliberate dismantling of black institutional life. It was our great ancestor, Amos Wilson's, who indicted that conditioning. That training didn't disappear when the legal architecture changed. It went underground. It became the installed survival kata of Black America. The black male body has been so thoroughly excluded as a site of should I read all of this? Should I read all of this? So I got to read some of it for y'all to understand the severity, the seriousness of what this thing is about. Y'all don't, so maybe you don't know enough about what I'm doing. Is that what it is? Is that brotherhood, manhood, fatherhood said, no, don't give it away. Sugar Chris was like, shh, be quiet. The black male body has been so thoroughly excluded as a site of earnest vulnerability that the very capacity for relational installation this chapter describes begins from a different starting condition, not just a pattern, design pattern. Dr. Tommy J. Curry built the prosecution of that design in his book, The Man Not, and left no exits. The nervous system does not recognize through awareness alone. But everybody running around here saying they woke. But are you installed? That's the difference between God fearing and God realized. When you're God realized, it's installed. The two couples I started this conversation about are not free from judgment. They're not free from honest observation and evaluation. We're all coming from this broken place. Listen, the nervous system does not recognize through awareness alone. Do you understand? The nervous system does not reorganize through awareness alone. It reorganizes through repetition under activation, through the experience of a different kata becoming available at the exact moment the familiar kata would otherwise complete itself. Practice often enough, that new pathway begins out competing the old emergency route, not through force, but through familiarity. Under activation, the nervous system does not ask why you believe something. It asks, what have you practiced? What responses did Big Tigger, and Marcellus Wiley practice? They said some of the reports allege that Marcellus Wiley put his finger in her face, right? What have we practiced? Is any of this making any sense? Yes, no? That's enough of our quote or our snippet of chapter 7. Woke only in the sense that the physical eyes are open and everything else. So now let's shift to This is literally PBS. I'm fucking PBS right now. Without the support of my little tiny community, we can't bring programming to you like this. And let me say it correctly, we can't bring deprogramming to you like this. So, I'm encouraging everybody to go to my Cash App or Super Chat. The Super Chat is the little dollar sign at the bottom of the chat. We ask for $5, or you can send it directly to my Cash App. Or you can support and buy a book. Anybody that supports and pre-orders their book, they're going to get a video of the reading room. We've produced a video of the reading room. Now, I won't be in it, but you'll hear me in it. And there's slides and it's explaining everything that I just talked about, or a lot of what I just talked about today, right? You guys know I've been on this mission for a long time to blend psychology and spirituality together, right? Psychology and spirituality go hand in hand, right? You guys know I've been on that mission. And I work with a lot of clinicians. Now that this book is starting to land, I need you guys to pre-order it. Now, I'm not talking to people who have already done it. I'm talking to people who have not. This is PBS. You guys want me to keep my home studio, don't you? I don't want to be Mike. I love Mike. Mike is a good guy. He tried his best, but I don't want to be in Mike's position. So please, please, please support my channel in the small ways that we have discussed. What else? TotalPackageEnergy.com. Not only TotalPackageEnergy.com. What else? Lazarus Pill. If you want your pills, all you got to do is go to my website, MrZOWHAT.com. Pre-order my book. Many of you have already pre-ordered several copies, like Brotherhood, Manhood, Fatherhood, like Sugar Crisp. A lot of people have pre-ordered multiple copies. But I'm looking for new people to come in and show their support. After everything that I just read, Russell Herbals, that's right, RussellHerbals.com. Support, 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 RussellHerbals.com. Support, support, support. All right. Now, after everything that I shared from the snippet of chapter 7, do you guys have any questions? Hey, clear the junk, man. There we go. The super chat is popping. That's 4. We asked for 30. We got 4. We're just asking people to show up and support. That's all. Because we're breaking down 2 major issues or news issues that have happened with regards to Big Tigger and his wife, Alicia Brown, and of course, Marcellus Wiley and his wife, Anna Marie. Release date, we working on it. It was supposed to be the end of June, but I wasn't satisfied with the edit. So I am, I'm almost done with the edit that took me out of June into July. So I'm in chapter 11 right now. And I'm just tweaking it to make sure that it reads right, that it lands right. Did it read right? Did it sound right to you guys? Show up and show out monetarily too. Yes, that's what we should do. I'm staying on point. Send to the Cash App. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. But does that make sense? Am I making any sense? Well, like when you hear the book, Does it land in your spirit? Does it does it sit right? Maybe I shouldn't ask that. Maybe that's not important. What's important is, does it make sense to you? Hey, just pre-ordered Big D03. Yeah, I'm just I'm hoping that it makes sense, right? Because to me, if it's not making sense, what's the purpose, right? How this book intercepts you. This book is built on four living instruments: the gate, the trembling interval between activation and completion. Stay there. The only place real change or choice has ever lived. Can you guys hear? Can you hear me? Testing 1 2 1 2. I want to make sure you guys can hear me. Cool. So, how this book intercepts you? This book is built on four living instruments: the gate, the telegraph, the body's pre execution signature, the center line, the exact line of origin along which your pattern travels. Locate it. Meet the pattern there before it gains momentum. Big 504 Easy says it sounds good. All right, all right. The orientations, interruption protocols. Miss them, catch them late, then earlier next time. The catching late is the training. The hallmark callback. Miss them, catch them late, then earlier next time. Every time this phrase returns, the reader has lived further into the work. What it means the second time is not what it meant the first time. So, what's the hallmark callback? Have you guys heard it? You heard it, but do you remember it? You want me to say it again? Miss them, catch them late, then earlier next time. The catching late is the training. Damn, I wish I wouldn't have reacted like that. That's catching it late. Damn, I shouldn't have said that. That's catching it late. Fuck, I wish I could take that back. You caught it late, but you're conscious. Right? Activation, triggered, completion. In between activation and being triggered, there's the gate. You enter the gate. Stay there. In between activation and completion. You understand? Willfully incarnate into these orientations. They are the dojo you carry. How to read this book? Most people read to acquire knowledge, to collect what confirms what they already suspect is true. We store what sounds useful with the sense of having added something to ourselves. That approach will not work here. This book is designed to do what many of us have refused to do, and that is to interrupt ourselves in real time. Interruption and acquisition require different qualities of attention. You're not trying to acquire anything here. A person who understands their pattern with sophistication and still completes it has only built a more articulate prison. The quality of attention required for this book. This ain't Charlotte's Web. This ain't the New York Times and New York Post. This is not that. A specific kind of witness is required for this book. Not the judge, not the critic, not the part that recruits awareness for self persecution. The witness sees without verdict. Most people have turned self awareness into self attack. The moment a pattern appears, the commentary begins. What is wrong with me? The commentary is interference. Observation fused with punishment teaches the nervous system to hide faster. Contact without condemnation is what produces interruption. I'm going to stop reading because I love it. That's the damn, this is before the introduction. That's not even into the chapters. Break what down specifically? Go get your books, y'all. Go get your books. Pre-order right now. Pre-order right now. Maybe you can get some early Christmas gifts for folk. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe you can, uh, you know, but go get those books. Pre-order right now. If you pre-order, you're going to get the video, which is doing exactly what I'm doing right here, like breaking the whole book down, what it actually is, how it works. That's really what it's going to do. Pre-order MrZOWHAT.com. Oh, every book will be signed, autographed. I don't know why YouTube has limited the reach, but I depend on you guys. So you guys get the word out if you can. Let people know what we on. Let people know what we on. All right. I'm not going to keep you guys here too much longer. Do you guys have any questions you want to ask? I'm available for some questions. If you guys are open for some questions, you can ask me questions. Cash Mob, $2. Thank you, Ashley Selena. We'd appreciate it. Red Wave 3208. That sounds like Fresno. What's up, Kai? Thank you for the sneak peek. Well, you guys asked for a sneak peek. I was like, all right. Mr. Darius, thank you. What's up? Let me send you some love for that, man. Thank you. Thank you. That's our 5th super chat. And again, you can go to my Cash App. My Cash App is $ZOWHAT. But I'm really interested in answering some questions if you have any. Darius, this book's more internal than external. Quite right, my dear Watson. Oh, yeah, the promo code is ZOSER. Just got a break, so I tune in. Thank you, brother. The promo code is ZOSER, and that's a capital Z. ZOSER. That's the promo code. You get $5 off of your pre order. It's 60 people in here. Can we get 10 pre orders? Is that possible? Been watching since the Foxhole days. Still locked in. Big DO3. Hey, man, we appreciate that. And DO3 is dog. We're big dog. What up, man? We appreciate you being here this whole time. Promo code is ZOSER for $5 off your pre-order. MrZOWHAT.com or thewayoftheinterceptingasshole.com. We want to intercept the inner asshole. So we stop attracting the outer asshole and then blaming the outer asshole for showing up in the first place. The wayoftheinterceptingasshole.com. So no questions? We need you back on the 5150 show. Love from New Jersey. Much love, family. Much love, much love, much love, much love. Any questions? Five, four. Man, I took me years to ditch the inner dude. With the one coming of the new world order, how do you suggest one prepare? Lewis Jones, say that again. Frame that right. I want to see exactly what you're asking. I'm truck driving, but the last paragraph hit me. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. No, this conversation is too big for the Jaylen Brown discussion. Even though I do respect Jaylen Brown, I respect his intelligence. Black intelligence is, they're afraid, especially with black men, intelligence and prowess. So, Jaylen is, he's frightening to them. And he's a dark brother. And, you know, they're afraid of that. And there was no real justifiable reason for why you would trade him. No justifiable, no real justified. What y'all in here doing? Support, support, support. Good afternoon, so let's go, fam. I mean, listen, this is what I know. I'm a regular dude to these folk. They respect the wisdom, but wisdom and knowledge and information, none of that shit really mean nothing in this world. I know you, some of you guys are like, yo, what y'all on? But this is the world. There's a reason there's 62 people in here. There's a reason we've been stuck on 75,000 subscribers for 5 years. It hasn't grown. It just stayed in that little range for 5 years. There's a reason this is happening. Right? There's a reason OnlyFans is worth billions. There's a reason I'm sitting in my living room talking on this phone. There's a reason. I've helped a lot of people around me and they've blown up and they've gone and do whatever. There's a reason I haven't. It's not because they're somehow better than me, or it's not because of that. It's because Liberators are not going to liberate you through the systems that are designed to imprison you. Toxicity runs the platform. So I get it. Some of the diehards will come in here and be like, "What are y'all doing?" They're here to be entertained. No disrespect, but that's what it is, right? That's just what it is. We'll be having a deep ass conversation about philosophy, spirituality, anthropology, the humanities, all types of shit. And then somebody will come in here and ask about some shit that's not even on topic because they're here to get what they want to get. I believe it. Well, but young, let me just say this about spiritual information. Once you tap in, you're tapped in, and it's a universal kind of understanding. A lot of people at a certain level of, you know, at a certain level of consciousness kind of sound alike. Like I can read Paramahansa Yogananda, I could read Satya Sai Baba, I could read J. Krishnamurti, I could read, Dr. David R. Hawkins, Dr. David Bohm, you know, Thomas Campbell. I could read certain spiritual, metaphysical, Amit Goswami. I could read all their works. And at a certain level, it all kind of sounds the same. So I have much respect for Iyanla Van Zant for sure. But again, I'm making a concerted effort to not say the same things. I'm making a concerted effort to deconstruct the system as it is. And when I say the system, I'm talking about the psychological framework that we all fall into, right? I don't view it as a compliment when people say, oh, we sound alike or we have similar ideas, but we don't. Because the road I travel to get to my understanding is different than the road you travel. And even if we arrive at the same understanding, we have a fundamentally different expression of it. That's why I love hip hop so much, because hip hop forced you to be your original voice. And not out of disrespect for anybody else. You didn't want to sound like anybody else, you know. And in this lane, that's the lane I'm creating, where when you hear somebody after you've heard me, you're going to be like, some of this is coming from Zoe. And I'm not doing that on purpose so I can get validation or credit for it. But just know, I'm going to push the envelope because we need new ideas. We need to deconstruct the old ones. Lewis Jones, 1223, all your books are fire and filled with wisdom. That's why Voltron all took different lines to make one. That's right. I give you that. So yeah, I understand Cali Soul's frustration and Ash the frustration. OnlyFans is a digital strip club, and that brings a lot of men peace because they don't know how to heal. Sometimes looking at a naked woman or she making it clap, sometimes that's the only relief the brothers have or sisters have or whoever is addicted to that type of content, or binge watching, bed rotting, all types of weird stuff to kind of like cope. So like we're caught in this loop, and somebody comes in and I'm literally a threat to that. So I get it. All right, I'm gone. I appreciate everybody for tapping in. Uh, this is my last plea. I'm starting to be like my dad now, meaning I'm a thrifter now. I found a Krishnamurti book. I grabbed it with the quickness. I've never read his material before. I only know him through you. No, that's love. That's love. But yeah, this is the last time I'm going to ask you guys, please go to my website. I'm urging you, this is a call to action. Go to my website and purchase your pre order now. Go do it now. MrZowhat.com or thewayoftheinterceptingasshole.com. MrZowhat.com or thewayoftheinterceptingasshole.com. Pre-order, 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 pre-order. The more pre-orders we get, the quicker this book is going to arrive, okay? So let's go to work. Let's go to work. Let's go to work. Hey, Brother John Gilbreth. Salute and blessing, chat. That's our 7th super chat. We appreciate it. And you got us to $89 today. We appreciate it. And like I said, if you want to go to my Cash App, it's $ZOWHAT $ZOWHAT. I appreciate everybody taking their time to come in here. I'm about to jet up out of here. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. $ZOWHAT, MrZowhat.com, thewayoftheinterceptingasshole.com, $ZOWHAT. Did I say it all? TotalPackageEnergy.com. Tell them Zoe Williams sent you. The Way of the Intercepting, the new book. All right, I covered it all.